Hello YouTube, my name is Nero, and today we have some Reinforced gameplay. This time it's actually in a public match. So, the last video I did on the game mode Reinforced, it was added to COD Ghosts, and it's a pretty interesting concept, kind of taking Search and Destroy and Domination, taking elements from the two game modes and combining them into one game mode. I thought that was interesting, but for whatever reason, Infinity Ward made it a private match only game mode, and then they actually released it on Friday, last Friday, during Double XP weekend. So here it is, the game mode is actually in public matches, and we can actually test it out, try it out, and see what we think of the game mode. And I gotta say, guys, I like it a lot. I really do like the Reinforced game mode. So the game mode itself is probably one of the best ways to level up in Call of Duty Ghosts. So I made a video a long time ago, as well as just about everybody else will agree, that Cranked was one of, if not the best way to level up in Ghost, right? It's just an amazing game mode. The XP is ridiculous. The games last, 2 to 3 minutes long, usually 4 minutes at the most, and Cranked is just a great way to level up. But a lot of people just don't seem to really care for that game mode, and that's just not really my opinion. That's just kind of based upon the numbers. If you look at how many people are playing in Call of Duty Ghosts, you go to Cranked, they usually have about the least amount of people of all the different playlists. Not that many people still play Cranked. They just kind of got over it, even though it was the kind of game mode that a lot of people wanted in Call of Duty. It was almost like a joke idea of a game mode where it's like, oh my god, this guy's camping over there, that guy should just die because he's camping so hard. And they're like, okay, we'll make a game mode where if you're not running around very much, then you're just probably gonna die and explode. And that's the whole idea of Cranked. But people didn't seem to like it very much, myself included. It's just like, something about it I just don't really care for. But I do care for this game mode Reinforced. I like it a whole lot. Just a fantastic game mode, great way to level up. It takes elements from Search and Destroy and Domination, and it almost feels like the old game mode War to me, which just makes me feel great when I play this game mode. It's really fun. So in the game mode War, you had elements where there's a flag in the middle and both teams are fighting for the flag, and it just feels like it because it's like a domination game mode that you die. If you die, you're done, but you can capture flags, revive your teammates. I can't really explain why it feels like War to me. Maybe it's because it has the 3 flags set up, but it's not quite like Domination where people are just running around constantly. It just feels different. It's unlike anything we've ever really seen in a Call of Duty game before. And I like that. I like the fact that it's something new. I like the fact that it's something innovative. And it's something that I would actually like to see in Call of Duty games going forward. One of the questions I got on Twitter today was, would I like to see this game mode in Advanced Warfare? And I think so. I think this is a great addition to the Call of Duty franchise. And it's something that not a lot of people really expected, right? Because Call of Duty has been out for how many years? Call of Duty 4 is coming up on its 10-year anniversary. And so, I'm not very good at math, especially quick math in my head while making a video, but Call of Duty's been around, I'm going to say, roughly 10 years or so. That sounds about right. And for them to make a new game mode that was not in any other game is pretty awesome to me. And for it to actually be a good game mode, because they've tried different things. They've tried Drop Zone, which some people like Drop Zone, but if you look at the numbers, it's not exactly the most popular game mode. The most popular game modes are of course, the tried and true Team Deathmatch, Search and Destroy, Domination, and Free-For-All. Actually, it feels like Free-For-All's numbers have dropped down in Call of Duty Ghosts this year, but usually Free-For-All's up there. They like the traditional game modes, and they keep trying to add new game modes that try and spice things up a bit, like Gun Game, or Drop Zone, or Cranked, but they never really seem to really, like stick with everybody, right? They still end up going back to what they know in Domination. I'm guilty of that myself. I go back and play Domination most of the time. Kill Confirmed was a game mode that came out in... When did Kill Confirmed come out? Was that Modern Warfare 3? I think it was Modern Warfare 3 that it came out, and that was a great addition. Now Kill Confirmed is almost like a staple within the Call of Duty series, and I feel as though the same thing could be true of Reinforced, because this game mode is very fun to play. It's 4v4, which, good, bad, I'm not quite sure yet, because it can feel kind of slow, and it does give you that Search and Destroy feel, because it's 4v4, and you really don't know where the enemy team's at, and it really kind of requires teamwork and cooperation, even though I haven't even played this game mode with a team. I was just playing by myself with random people. I kind of like the idea of 4v4. I wouldn't mind it being 6v6. I wouldn't really mind that at all. It could be pretty good. And overall, I think Reinforced is a pretty good game mode. And definitely, guys, definitely one of the best ways to level up. When I was playing this game mode, mind you, this is Double XP weekend, but I was getting between 15 to 35,000 XP a match, and that's and sometimes that's with challenges, and sometimes that's without challenges. And I can't really test this game mode as of yet for what it's like when you don't have double XP, because it's still double XP weekend for whatever reason. At the time of me recording this video, it is about noon, and it's on June 2nd. So June 2nd, double XP weekend is supposed to stop today, but it's about noon Eastern time, and it still hasn't. So I'm just like tired of waiting. I'm gonna keep refreshing the playlist and keep turning off my Xbox, turning it back on, waiting for Double XP Weekend to stop, but it's just not stopping. So I can't really go and test what this game mode does when it's not Double XP Weekend. But if you take the fact that I'm getting between 15,000 and 35,000 XP a match, and you even just divide that by 2, then you're getting about 7,500 to 15, 17,000 XP every single match, and that's a lot, especially if you compare it to Domination, which is like a 10-minute long match, or you compare it to Team Deathmatch, which usually is a 10-minute long match that you don't even get as much XP for in a longer match, because this game mode actually goes relatively quickly, all things considered. Some of the matches can last 3 to 4 minutes, sometimes they can go to 10. But Reinforce itself is just a fantastic overall game mode, and in my opinion, overtakes Cranked as the best way to level up in Call of Duty Ghosts. I burned through the final levels of my Prestige in probably 20 minutes this morning. It was ridiculous how fast you level up in this game. And a final thought on Cranked here before the end of the game, end of this video here, is one of the things Cranked could have done. Because Cranked, it was a cool idea. It's definitely a great way to level up that game mode, but not a lot of people like to play it. Not a lot of people are really interested in that game type. What if there were to be a Cranked playlist? Right? Because Team Deathmatch, to me, is not very fun in Call of Duty Ghosts. It really isn't. The lack of the UAV makes Team Deathmatch hide and go seek. It really does. And so, if they were to take Cranked, but not make it only Team Deathmatch, what would Cranked Kill Confirmed be? I prefer Kill Confirmed over Team Deathmatch because there's at least some form of an objective. What if there was Cranked Domination? How would that play? If anything, it would be interesting to see if this was something that could be customized in a private match. That would be pretty cool if you could somehow set Cranked rules in a custom match. So even if Infinity Ward themselves doesn't want to try this stuff, people could play it in a private match to try it out and kind of beta test it for them. I think that'd be pretty neat. I could just get a bunch of people off of Twitter, invite subscribers in for an open lobby. We could try out Cranked Domination and see how it would work. In my head, I feel as though it'd be a really fast-paced, really fun domination match where it would probably be really hard to capture the flags, but I think it'd be cool. I think it'd be pretty interesting. But the point of the video, guys, Reinforced, fantastic game mode. Try it out if you guys haven't already. It just came out this weekend. It came out on Friday, and I would have made a video about it, but I already had videos scheduled. I had Chemstrike Saturday, and of course I don't upload on Sundays because I do 3 videos on Saturday, and I don't want those videos just to get buried by my other videos, so I usually take Sunday off. So here we are on Monday, Reinforced, fantastic new game mode. I hope you guys all enjoyed this video, and if you did, please be sure to leave a rating. Hope you guys all have a wonderful day.